The Dang Podcast, a show where we talk about video games, anime, manga. My name is Justin.
I'm Aniyah.
Bar.
Did I get picked up? Oh, okay. I was just waiting. Do we have a lag? Oh,
I think we should be good. Welcome back, everybody. Here's a hope.
my head is swollen.
I was just making sure of audio. I was like, oh no, I need to make sure, because I think the way I've had things tested out on my side, I was always like booming because like my EQs were like different, but they should be much more tame now. So that's just something that I've just noticed in like the clips, and I've had to do it in post. But I'm glad that we're all being picked up. How's everyone doing? I know that we just, well, I mean, we'll talk later about it in the pod, but yeah, it's.
Yeah,
I mean,
You're
are
all
we,
right.
collectively, are we
Saturday.
cooked?
God, like, bro.
Chat, are we cooked?
Is there any? Did y'all get any pickups? I didn't get any pickups.
Damn, we're going straight to
I
it.
don't think-
No pickups here.
I
'Cause I
almost
think-
never have pickup.
Hey, but on the rare occasion, it's a banger. So it's like, oh, okay.
Oh Lord, what the heck?
Now I know that like I kind of pulled in some topics in mind. Aniyah, did you still have like the FGC news on you? I just wanted like just a quick yes or no.
Just a chunk, yeah.
Just
Like
a
a
chunk?
chunk of it, yeah.
Okay, so we have
Yeah.
that. I got something for
Yeah.
Phil's side as far as the game key card situation with one particular publisher. We got the DLSS 5, aka the AI bit of news there. And I added here the handheld boost that just recently released on Switch 2 stuff. Just a little bit of Crimson Desert as far as like the reception, but that's pretty much everything on the docket. So we can go
Yeah.
ahead and get started with whichever suit your fancy. I'll just be right here with the keyboard in hand.
Okay, hold on. I don't want any of this. I need to find something. Holy
Oh,
heck.
oh.
Okay, I've never seen this movie. Crap, what was it called? Okay, hold on. It's with Jesus. We're gonna get
Jesus.
the
Y'all
silly
need
mess
Jesus.
out of like
What?
look, we're just gonna get the silly mess with what's his face? In the grand scheme of things,
Alex?
right? Yeah, with Alex, right? In the grand
Okay.
scheme of things.
Okay.
That's why everybody was kind of like, "Oh, it's funny, haha." It's funny. It's funny to kind of jab at in a way that like they're fictional characters. That's the line. I'm not gonna lose sleep over this.
But they aren't real, so.
Okay.
Yeah, which is I'm not gonna lie, which is probably one of the
However, if
worst
you're a fan of
arguments.
Street Fighter, you might have a problem.
Yeah, it's one of the worst arguments that people would use in terms of like letting the concept go, like the concept of what's his face. It's odd, man, because like it didn't have to happen. So when I started, what is it? Because I saw a video. It was like a stream because he just got released, right? How long has he been in Street Fighter 6? Like a week or something,
Mm-hmm.
right? He was a recent
Something like that.
DLC character. So they uploaded him, and every character has like a story that they play through. And I just saw a clip for a second, and everybody was on the end of Max's stream telling them about some odd stuff with Alex, as far as like him and another character.
I've heard
Patricia.
that Max is where it all started.
Yeah, Max was tripping too because I was like, he's like, everybody stop being weird, and then you find out more, and he's like, nah, the chat, his chat was not being weird. They're dropping facts, and he's trying to let them know. But I'm just like, I'm so confused. Okay, here's the thing with Alex.
Oh, okay.
First of all, I hate fighting him. Second, he's from Third Strike. It's super interesting because he was supposed to be like the new guy, like the new main character when not Third Strike. It's Street Fighter 3. Is it a new or the next generation? There's like three different names because it's like New Generation and then like Second Impact. Yeah, and then Third Strike. Yeah. Okay. Street Fighter 3 New Generation. Alex is supposed to be
Actually, I'm
like
pretty sure
the
that's how it
Ryu.
goes. Yeah.
He was supposed to be the Ryu, okay? But I just, from what I understand, Alex was like, there's people who liked him, but I guess he wasn't like well received generally. So he's already got like
He didn't have that staying power that Ryu did.
yeah, because like to a point where they added Ryu and Ken so people know that it's Street Fighter kind of thing. Like they couldn't do anything to step outside of that. But I mean, he's not a like he's a cool character. Like I think like he's more of a guy who's kind of troubled as far as like not feeling like he's doing the right thing. I don't know. He's just like anti-hero kind of vibe, or like they kind of lean more into it with this one. So he's already had like a weird like reputation to kind of uphold as far as being like a likable guy. Okay, so add on to his actual story, Patricia and Tom. Okay, Tom is Patricia's dad, but Tom is Alex's mom's cousin. Okay. Alex's mom.
Yeah, second.
Her cousin. Okay. All right. You got that. Alex's folks had passed. So Tom took him in. So he's his adoptive dad. All right. Patricia is Tom's biological daughter. Okay.
Oh, so
then,
okay.
Right? But what we knew with Alex and Patricia's relationship from Street Fighter 3 and whatever, that they were adoptive siblings. Okay?
That's weird.
That's just always been the case. That's always been the case.
So they changed the relation.
I guess they
just
redacted
for no
it.
reason. They redacted or whatever. They just decided to do it for whatever reason. And again, like who plays fighting games for the story? It's kind of weird to kind of ignore that sometimes.
They said, you know what? How wins that?
Yeah. It was just like it was an odd thing to kind of throw into the mix. Guys, it was just why there's no rhyme or reason to throw it in there where they could have just had their adoptive sibling dynamic, which like all that stuff made sense from what you saw in the games and all that noise. But then Street Fighter 6, come to find out after like you complete the story,
the drama, Aniyah. Drama.
It's just bro, like why? The game is already dramatic, bro. People are already mad about like some of the patches. Like that's already drama in and of itself. So to throw in like in-universe drama to where this guy is just like, no,
I don't want that spice though.
We don't need that. That's no, that spice is flour because now the recipe's all jacked up for no reason. And I was just thinking like, what? Look, with Alex, it was kind of interesting. I didn't like when I started learning more about like Street Fighter because I've always liked the characters. Like Street Fighter was a fun franchise for me. I usually pick Tekken over it, but I can't ignore how much of a impact Street Fighter's had because I usually played that a lot. But like I like characters. Like I don't know. Like there's some games where I focus in on like even if there's a character I might not usually like even in Street Fighter I play Jury. She's like first of all evil, but I just like her playing style.
She's not a
but her story is kind of crazy. It's like one of those you can understand why she's a villain kind of thing.
But like good character,
as far
she's
as, like,
not
her
a good guy. She's bad guy.
Like, yeah, whatever crap she had when she dealt with her folks getting chopped up and she lost the eye. I don't know. Crazy stuff happened, right? Okay. It was just like there was no reason. It was like no reason to just do it. Like, why would they just make this dude like an actual villain? I don't know why. Because the worst thing about it, you know what you could have done? You know what you could have you didn't even have to do this thing where they would have had like the adoptive dad thing, like where he adopted him. They could have just had like the childhood friendship thing on. That's cool. But like, bro, in Street Fighter 6, there's like a picture of like all the things he's been thinking about of like protecting Patricia. There's a picture of him holding her as a baby. And I'm just like, bro, you can't tell me that. You cannot tell me that doesn't like worse than the fact that they were supposed to be step siblings, like adoptive siblings, whatever the hell, brother, sister. And then they just went like, hey, yo, get my banjo. And then he just started bluegrassing it. And then like, I'm just thinking,
Bang, da, ding, 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 ding.
what a waste, bro. What a waste of creator input. Because somebody drew it.
I would
right?
like
Somebody
to hear from the
drew
director
them.
and ask why.
Dude, somebody drew them as a husband and wife dynamic at the end of the story. And she over here
Someone
just, like,
layered
cut out,
it.
like 6 months in. Somebody got they gave it rendering. And I'm just thinking, why? You didn't have to do
Someone
that.
inked this.
Oh my god.
Do you think they told someone about that where it's like, hey, can you like merge all these like different illustrations together? Like, yeah, sure. And then they like that person doesn't even know. And they're like, this is kind of weird. Like, wait,
Look,
so baby,
What have I
too
done?
late.
Look, it showed.
But May was like,
it
this
him
is above my
holding
pay
her.
grade, so I'm just gonna go ahead and submit that.
He was holding her, and then it showed them like what we see in like Third Strike or whatever when they're like teenagers and stuff, and then it shows them at the wedding. I'm like, dog. I'm just like, you didn't have to do any of that. You telling me they couldn't have like a cool sibling dynamic, and like Alex got with like some other person? Like I don't. What? Or like, why
If they,
couldn't like
to be fair,
somebody?
if they were just adopted siblings and there was no blood relation and this still happened, would it be as big a problem?
There's no blood relation.
I mean, that's certainly a trope.
Then that changes. That
That's certainly a
changes the
trope.
entire thing. Then would it be different if they were friends? Yeah, like of course it would be different if they were friends. But like the only reason they even have this kind of dynamic is because he was adopted. It's just like, why would you do that?
What if it was purple?
I'm just asking because again, there are some people who even draw the line. They like step siblings, so that's why I ask.
He could have been. I don't even like that. That's nasty.
To be honest, I wouldn't write that either.
He could have had. You know what he could have had? He could have had a Zoro and a Kawina kind of thing, where like he's just like some dirtbag on the street who lost his folks, right? And like he goes and bugs them to train and learn like a fighting style from her dad. They could have did that, but it's already set in stone that they were like adoptive siblings. So it's just like where in the ether you was like, let me grab incest. Like, why would that be your thing to
do? Got it.
That's so stupid. Yeah, right. Put a tizzy in the FGC. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. I was just like, bro, there's so many things that could have worked it because you know what's even crazier? Just to add in on like how bad some of the dynamics are with some of the weirdos that probably think about it online. They even thought like, it's Japan. Japan's kind of weird, bro. Japan ain't feeling this. What are you talking about? Like, I think we found like I say we. When I was watching Max, he saw like this Japanese article and they were like, bro, like why Capcom? Like why are you doing this? I don't know, like Japanese BuzzFeed, I don't know what it was.
They're probably just thinking back to the spicy trope that you see sometimes, of course, of like, you know, in anime or in hentai.
Yeah, look, anime
That's
is
probably
weird
what they're thinking of.
Yeah, nah, that's like a type of thing that just needs no entry in this. I don't why that right there was just already odd.
I think what we are. I think what we're witnessing
that's what they say when they were
potentially
like,
is a clash in culture.
Japan is weird. That's what they mean. Is like obviously in Japan, obviously not everyone in Japan thinks that way. Like that, obviously that's not the case. So I mean, it's like there's probably a small subsect, sure, but there's also small subsects in every culture that probably think that.
Yeah, and we didn't need that subsect in this game. All I'm saying, because I'm just like all that nonsense to throw into what people could appreciate for Alex to have. That wasn't one of them. That definitely wasn't one of them. But I'm thinking, I mean, there's probably Max's video and then somebody else's video. I'm pretty sure. Or like other people who went in depth on this. I just saw a bit of it. I was having it in passing while I was watching some other stuff, working on blah, blah, blah. So when I was hearing all this noise, and then I just decided to look on some of the wikis earlier when it was happening, I'm just like, bro, it's like a 5-year difference between these two. to where like his whole character flaw was like wondering if he's like enough to protect her, and I was just like, dang, that makes sense from like a brother standpoint. I'm just like,
Yep.
anyway, I'm good. I'm not.
Like,
Wow.
let's be clear. I'm not okay with this. But I will be okay.
I'm not okay with this. But I'm like, we're cool. We're cool off the subject. We're gonna have to just because nobody wants to. Yeah, we will probably joke on people who play.
You think if they get enough backlash, they'll retcon it?
Maybe not in this
probably
game.
Could. Yeah,
but maybe like Street Fighter 7.
Like, how would you retcon it? I don't know, cause like somebody drew her. She's drawn, bro. Like it's already done. Like
they drew her.
Like 3 photos. There's 3
It's been
photos.
drawn.
We're cooked.
It's been illustrated. It's been layered.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Dude, it's on the internet. You're cooked, dog. You can't do nothing about it.
It's in their backup files.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's in the source code. We're cooked, dog. It's like nothing can change that.
They don't have like they don't have the Kingdom Hearts situation where they have to redraw everything.
Oh, bro, nah.
They don't get that luxury.
They could just erase
storyboard.
The art would still exist, but they could at least actually erase it from the canon.
Dude, man, it's good luck, Capcom. But
yeah.
all the storyboards and everything, you shipped it, flipped it, all that stuff. But in all seriousness, let's just step to like what's happening with FGC in general.
Okay.
In terms of Street Fighter as a game, all right, it's not looking good.
Oh, that was what I'm not expecting.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, man.
What happened?
Both games are just not. I don't know. I
did see a thing going around recently of a tombstone saying "Rest in peace, Tekken 8, 2024 to 2026." Could you inform me on that? What's going on?
What's the
not looking good in terms of that. But I was trying to see what I can get before. Well, hold on. I guess like, is it boring? I guess there wasn't really big changes. I guess you know what? I guess it was suffocated by the stuff going on with Alex that I don't know if anybody had a bigger issue with some of the stuff that happened with the game itself. I don't know. I don't know if there's like balance
Everyone's
issues
getting flashbanged by the wind says.
It was just like hello, ding 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 and stuff. So I was just like, I don't know why. I don't know why they did it, but I don't see.
Insert the Red Dead 2 mission. You know the mission.
Whoa. You know. I don't know if
Instead
there's
of no
crazy
run,
about.
instead of no Russian, it's no run.
I'm cool.
What?
So cool. Oh, thank you.
All right.
But I guess with Street Fighter is nothing like significant as far as like the recent patch. But in terms of what's going on with Tekken, I was playing a bit. There's like man, how can I say this? In terms of insight as to why they're making all these weird opinions, bro, first of all, the Max said that they might have a lack of devs. Like maybe people been getting let go. That's what I want to say. I don't know if they've been like shaving off the team or something like that, because yeah, it does feel weird that it's kind of showing up to be a lack of like team power to make these changes like make sense, because it happened twice. In season, they wanted to say season 2, or was it last year, where they wanted to up on defensive capabilities in the game, because it feels like defensively speaking, not a lot of polish is there. So that was something they said they were going to focus on. It actually got worse.
Oh.
Got more aggressive. And then like what they were like, oh well, now you guys got more health. It's like you got more health, right? You know what I mean? It's like, no. That doesn't help the argument or the issue of people's like problem.
It's
with
not
the
solving the situation.
It's not what we asked for, buddy. And it's just like, okay, now you get another chance. And then now they're saying back to basics. When I hear back to basics, I usually try to see what was it like FDX is a good person to kind of use as like a reference for like understanding like in-depth mechanics. Because me, I'm a casual player. Like I understand when they lay it out, but like on average, I'm usually just playing the game because I like playing it. But if there's like an issue with some things like what is it? Like the hitboxes, like tracking, or always being forced into the casino where you have to worry about 50-50s. That gets kind of annoying. Balancing will always be a constant in fighting games, especially when you get more people on the roster. Like Kunimitsu's coming out pretty soon, so we're gonna have to deal with that balance at some point.
There's a big update coming out for Guilty Gear Strive.
Guilty Gear Strive, they're saying it's gonna be like their 2.5 or something like that. Yeah, or like their Tekken or Tekken 2.5 to them. I don't know. I'm not sure how it's been for Guilty Gear. I'm just waiting for Jam. I'll start playing the game when she shows up. But yeah, Tekken, man. I guess for me to see it's mainly for people who do this stuff as like, competitors or major content creators who have like Tekken into their rap sheet, or like, I don't know, 80% of their content. It's gonna mess with them a bit.
Like a part of their brand at this point.
Yeah, it is a little odd, man. Like I feel like I've been missing out on a couple other things in terms of like fighting game scene, but this one is just kind of particular because I was waiting on it too. I just want to see what they're gonna do when they mention back to basics. Like they added this weird, well, it's a funny looking animation. I don't know if this is animation that kind of like stops. I feel like the intention was to stop like a overwhelming kind of pressure from an attack. I don't know. I wish I had the animation or like the video of it. They look funny. Like when you get hit with a move, they just like and they just like splay out. It looks dumb. I just don't know what other reason there would be except to kind of like listen to what people say about too much pressure. Like people are super aggressive in this game. If you have a moment from like a strong attack or like, I don't know, I saw like a bunch of overhead moves that make this animation happen. It gives you like breathing room, I guess, because you get launched pretty far away. Like another thing I noticed, like Jin has a new move that's only in his heat mode. It's a move that like sends the person flying.
I think I've seen that one.
Flying, like is wow, like this over there. Like I don't know, but I was just like, is that their idea of like back to basics? Like you get moves that kind of like give you
fly?
Yeah, basically like give you space. Basically,
yeah,
like,
they force space.
Yeah, they force space, and then there's moves that like I can't chain anymore. So combos get kind of like lackluster now. I don't know. It's just I was just trying to think of what they're doing. But the only thing I noticed that I don't know, I'm always gonna be optimistic because either way, even if I'm not doing this game competitively, I like playing it. I'm playing like beating people up. But it's it's this is it a survey or like a critique thing or like a support hub? I don't know. You get this thing on Tekken. I haven't looked at it yet, but you'll go in and I guess like if you want to send in something as far as like feedback, there's like more of a concentrated hub within the game that you could send this stuff to now. Which is like would have been cooler a while ago, but I mean, you can only do so much, I guess, with
better late than never.
Yeah,
that's
like better late than never. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm like, whatever with it. But I'm just like, bro, hopefully you'll listen. I don't know, or hopefully you'll actually go on and do what you say because you've done it twice now. So now everybody's cooked on like trusting
just that team,
the Tekken team to do that. Yeah, so it's like, well, that sucks. So yeah, we just gotta wait. another waiting.
I mean, like, hopefully they can get it together.
I mean, well, I mean, think of it like this: like there are like there's well, we can think of it like this: there's a handful of like content creators who actually have like viable feedback to that Tekken team, and those who don't really have that feedback that's as like constructive criticism over just pure criticism of just like I hate this, I hate that, I hate this, I hate that, and they don't really provide any reason other than like I just don't like it, and I won't, and I refuse to like get better at like improving here and there because that's just not my style, something, etc. So they probably, given how big the fighting like base, that player base is, they'll have to really filter through like a lot of feedback. And you know, if it isn't like a good amount of like a good constructive criticism, then maybe it ends up shifting in a way that people don't really end up liking. And so maybe this back to basics protocol is what they've come up with given that large volume of insight, and maybe it's just that wasn't exactly what was majority voted, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
They just have a
I
lot
was
to
trying to
deal
think
with.
of there's a thing where they want to hone in on keeping the casual players. I guess like some of the ideas is that if they scare off the casual players, that's like a good chunk of your numbers, because there's only a handful of people.
That's like
who are
majority
like,
of your numbers usually.
yeah, but then also, man, I forgot the argument against that. Mainly because I still play Tekken, like, but my thing is I play other games, so I never really had an issue. Like, if something's kind of odd, and I'll just take a break. But even then, Tekken is probably the game that I'll probably take the most hours out of me. But oh, whoops, it's 3 a.m. I started at 6. Like, that happens sometimes. But like,
that's rough.
I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell some people, because that is a good point towards like, there's some people who don't know what they want. Like, bro, I understand that there's a line of like input for the fans, because like you need to hear what the consumer's saying. Sometimes the consumer says stupid stuff, so I'm just like, you know what? I don't know if I want to listen to that guy. But then even then, sometimes if you have like people who mention things that are an actual issue, sometimes it can conflict with it. But now it's just more like, if you cater to the people like the veterans or like the hardcore players, that'd be nice and all. But I guess their line of thinking is, if we cater to them and it becomes like a headache for the casual players to play and they'll put it down entirely, that's usually why they're probably thinking about it in that regard. But a better choice would be, which is what
yeah, because if you only cater to the sweats, you're not catering to the common player.
But then also, if we remember, one of the things that people are hoping for with Tekken, it's the same thing that happened in Tekken 7. The biggest thing that got people to like the crazy sales that they had was Noctis. Like, if they have like a guest character in DLC, or like even with Negan and Geese, like all these characters kind of like, what? Yeah, I'm gonna play this game and stuff like that. So you just need something to kind of hype everybody up. And if it comes too much to a detriment in that regard, like you're not given any reason to be excited for, then it's like, well, dang, because you messed up twice. You messed up twice on like the defensive thing, because it's an aggressive game, and then now you messed up on the concept of back to basics. So like, can't blame Harada. I know that you can't blame him. So
yeah, can't ask him for anything.
So yeah, right. You never.
Bro's already jumped ship.
Crazy. But I mean, shoot, man. Sometimes I wouldn't even blame him, because don't get me wrong. Okay, hold on. Again, I know I said this before. I'll say it again. The benefit to what we have with modern gaming is we have a chance to engage with the developers and all these people. Hopefully they listen. And then we'll be able to give like feedback.
That's the big part.
We'll be getting patches. Like, you know what a patch was back in the day? You had to buy an entirely new game, dog. Like, you got a chance to actually just say your piece, right? Say your piece with the feedback system or whatever hub they have now. Like, it sucks that it has to be like that, because if anything, that could be taken advantage of. They could just give you half-baked stuff all the time and be like, oh, we'll patch it like 2 years from now. Like, that's the kind of like gamble you'll deal with, especially with fighting games. But I'm like, I'm not too opposed to people complaining, but like Justin said, it's like sifting through the ones that actually make sense, and not people who just complain just to complain. We don't need like a funnel of negativity because somebody's like actually trash at the game. Like, oh brother, like if there's like people who shouldn't even pick up sticks, and they have the things to be like, I paid for the game, I have a say. I was like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Cut that out. Who told you that?
No, you don't.
I don't know who lied to you, but like, no, your input, hello. So
It's
other than
giving
that-
me it's giving me that one Ludwig's clip where it's like, how about someone's genuinely trash? That's me. I'm genuinely trashed. You think
never
I'm just
seen
making
that
this
one.
up for the content? No, I'm just that bad.
No, I'm
I
just
wish people were
that
honest.
bad.
That's fine. I've never seen that. That's funny.
It's so funny.
Uh,
But you know what?
I'm just like,
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah, it's just it's a back and forth. We have to just have like people who are honestly engaging with what's fair in this game. It's an uphill battle. I get it. What I would like is if they decided to do what's his face. I don't know how they would do it though, because PC like cheats and stuff. I just don't know how. I don't know how they would do it.
They
How
got
they
that
would,
anti-cheat stuff. I forget what it's called though.
Yeah, like in the consoles, it makes sense. Like it can happen, but I just don't know how they can avoid like the scripts of people who do like auto block, auto punish, whatever the heck else. I don't know. I just don't know how they would get
That's
past it.
crazy.
It kind of sucks though, because every time you see a PC logo, you're kind of like,
Ew. What if I was like, what if?
is this an honest fight?
Like,
like, I don't
oh,
know.
what are they gonna do today?
Yeah, it sucks. But I mean, yeah, you know,
Is this person god tier skilled or are they cheating?
yeah, honestly,
You got a macro?
I don't mind if I'm trash. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, they got like hitboxes and cheats. Oh, we're cooked, dog. We're just gonna have to
Oh
watch.
no.
We're just watching a movie at this point.
Could you do? I guess they could do it. I was just imagining, like, could they mod it so like their character has like their hitbox like shrunken down very considerably,
Bro? I would
or non-existent?
That'd be disgusting.
My question is, what
That'd
do
be
you get
disgusting.
at that? Like, what do you honestly get? Like, what do you get? Like, what kind of feeling of satisfaction do you get playing a fighting game and just like, what is the satisfaction of the winning?
The just from using cheats and stuff is just to be a bother. Like that. That's about as like the most pure definition of being a troll is because if I can, then I will, at the detriment of fun. Because I mean, honestly,
Or ego stroking?
There's no, yeah, right. It's like no real goal to it. Because if you want to cheat in the game just for the heck of it, bro, you gotta go. Like nobody's like, what? I don't know.
You gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta stop or some nonsense. But outside of that, there's no other reason.
It's just
Like,
it seems like it's like it's exactly because you're not getting better at the game. You were never good at the game. You're not getting better at the game. You're just
Never
pressing
good
a
at the
button
game.
and winning.
Yeah.
Hold on. I feel like did I talk about this last week? Like people who I think I was trying to talk about it when it came to like the ball and gun gamers, or like, oh no, the people who say like gaming is dead, which is usually them.
Ball and
because they
gun gamer.
Yeah, because they don't
Becomes a
really play
segment.
too much outside of it. But like the thing where do they actually like playing games? I feel like I talked about this last time because it was a thing that Black Okage brought up. I think he saw it somewhere too, but like it's a good question because it's like you're not enjoying it, like you're not doing what the intended purpose of this game is, which is just to enjoy the mechanics and kind of step outside and escape for a second to play a game or whatever. When you go into it just to ruin somebody else's experience, that fully defeats the purpose of like why people enjoy games in the first place. To enjoy a story, to enjoy like whatever what you can do in fighting games, we just like have fun competition. It is weird. Like I don't know if they like games or they just like being a bother, or they just like anything that can connect them to other people, sure, but like in the worst way. Like annoying somebody is enough for you to feel like this is fun. That is crazy to me. I need you to stop. Like I don't know what other thing to add into that because there's nothing constructive about that. But I mean, most of the time, if people just want to be a bother, there's no real purpose outside of chaos. Like I don't know.
Chaos. Sorry, I thought about something.
Chaos. I just don't know.
I don't give a fuck what your name is.
I don't know.
Anyway, my name is
I don't know
Lich.
Yeah. I don't know if they like games, guys.
I
They just like being annoying.
I know there's like it's a weird thing because I have played through video games like where there is, you know, the video or the new game plus type of situation where, or you can just like add in a cheat and just like feel indestructible, where it's like it used to be like a real challenge. So some people just like to feel that level of like maybe vindication because like they dealt with the issues before and now they feel much more superior now that they have like those cheats and stuff
The power of
implemented.
God.
So that could be fun, but when you put it in a PvP situation and you're just doing it not well, you could do it to be a troll, but it's one of those things where each person's like reasoning to do it is different. But the way that you kind of describe it almost like defines like almost like a psychopath, like low key, where it's like
Patrick Bateman's, bro. Like maybe I just weird behavior. I'll never understand that, which is probably more of an argument to them being psychotic. Like I don't understand it. He's crazy.
drop a
What's
holler.
going on? Like man, yeah, like think about that.
Sorry.
Like think about that. I don't know if they just do a 9 to 5 and be like, time to hate. Like
Time
crazy you clock out?
You know what? I kind of feel that.
Honestly,
isn't that
more
crazy?
likely than it is not.
It's so crazy to me. I don't know, bro. Like
I could
you
see
got
that
all this
honestly.
time.
That honestly could be it. Your life sucks, and so your joy is kind of just trolling because it's like now there's more suffering.
Can't think of anything else,
Now
man.
I
It has
have
to be
now I'm in control.
that. Yeah, right. Yeah, I can't control anything
Yeah,
outside this game.
That's basically it.
Maybe,
Yeah, it's annoying.
maybe we're cooking with this, but also
Yeah,
we
bro,
shouldn't
guys.
condone it.
Yeah, we're not. No, that's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to condone people to just be.
To ruin other people's time.
I was gonna say something crazy, but like, yeah, I just be a bother. But like, I'm just thinking.
He said, "Hold on, I gotta stop myself."
Trying to say monetized, but anyway, no, it's just I'm like dog.
Thank you.
I'm like, yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't get it for real. But you know, actually, hold on, my bad. I gotta start saying this more. It's not that it'll take me a second, but it's not that I don't get it. It's just that I don't like it. Like I can rationalize and think of what's the reasoning, but like in terms of something that's coherent,
Just seems very BM,
like
bad manners.
Yeah, bad manners, and it's not even funny. Like at least be funny. Like if you got skills and you could BM, yeah, that's cool. But like other than that, if you got,
I'm still gonna get mad at you, but at least I respect the skill.
Yeah, right. What's the scriptwriter they use? I don't know, C++, SQL. Yeah, them things. Like I don't know. Like outside of that's weird. Anyway, we get it. We know you guys exist.
Gotcha.
Is that all I got? That's all I got for fighting games.
Oh, okay.
Hoping for the best. I'm playing a lot of things right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is probably the most cranked out I've been in terms of like playing games.
Cranked out.
In terms of like what I've been doing for my goal to play 100 games. It's possible. It's definitely possible. But
I've definitely played 100 games in my lifetime.
Here's the add-on to the challenge though. No.
Say
yeah, what? Yeah, I was gonna say it. But now I'm gonna crank it out before the end of this year, right? But the extra part of this challenge is I'm playing a couple of demos as well. I don't count those. I'm not counting those. So
that's back in the day during the demo disc era, bro. The demos were the games. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
I remember one. Yeah, the demo disc. There was one I remember from the Matrix game, and it's that scene where Neo is in the office and he's like staying low to avoid the Agent Smiths and stuff. It's like a printed screenshot of that scene on the disc. And I played that because it was on there. What else did I play? I played it's like something with like Twisted Metal Black.
Oh, really?
And I didn't have the game. It was something. It was just a bunch of discs I got from a family member who lived in Detroit, and that's usually where I believe DVDs and like a good manufacturing of those happened at. As far as like when discs were like the main thing. So yeah, super interesting.
Yeah,
Like, I would always play the demo disc. The demo disc you get from the grocery store.
Those are cool. Yeah.
Cool, man.
I remember Xbox 360. The first time we got ours in like 2005 or something like that. It was bundled with Need for Speed Most Wanted, but that was it. But we were also able to download like many demos. So like my routine was like going through, what was it? I think the Sonic 06 demo, and then there was a Superman demo. I forget what that game was called, but I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it. Like it was just like me just like flying around here and there just needlessly after like clearing through main objective stuff. But you know, I was also like pretty big on the 3D Sonic of that era, and like that was kind of, I also noticed how slow it was, but otherwise it was like a pretty decent platformer action game. But yeah, that is to say, demos were like kind of like the rotation.
The demo was the best part about the thing.
I guess so. I guess so.
I think yes, but I'm just thinking. Whoa, I was thinking for mainly because of right now. I'm getting ready to start uploading a good chunk of videos, but I'm trying to get a lot of them recorded with what's his face. Oh, what is it? So it can release while I'm gone for the upcoming trips. But then also reviewing games as well, like full games when I get them after they're released in stores or whatever. So locking in this year basically. And also on top of just like doing it for content, it's just cool to like I'm trying to get a little bit better when it comes to like writing in general. So I'm about to keep that going. Hello.
Writing was what I was good at in school.
Nice. And honestly, what we do, that kind of helps.
Yeah, man. Got enough time in the day. Also, what the heck? Hold on. Okay, well,
what's going on?
Had this on my screen. I'm over here looking for like demos and everything. There's another game I saw that was just like on my front YouTube page, and it's called Pizza Kid. Like
Pizza Kid.
Why is my computer listening to me? What is this, dog?
Pizza Kid. I mean, is it good though?
They're always listening, Aniyah.
Dude, it's a beat 'em up.
You're right.
It's a 2D beat 'em up.
Oh, I guess they are listening.
Yeah, I need to stop. First of all, but like,
is it a beat 'em up we play as the pizza guy?
Yeah, but like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't think there's pizza involved. But I mean, they got a demo out, so that's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be.
There's no pizza involved. Advertising.
Well, hold on. Okay, hold on. What I want to assume is that maybe that's his job, but then like you know that thing where the pizza doesn't get to the house in like 30 minutes or less, then you're like it's free. He has to fight his way to the house. Free. I don't know. I don't think that's the plot, but that would be funny because I mean the animation looks cool and the style looks clean. So well,
I guess you're wish listing it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the demo after we're done. Actually, ooh. Okay, hold on. But speaking of that,
okay,
I'm over. I still have to write up some of my reviews on some of the demos I played recently. Dude, this game called Bakudo, wow, it looks crazy. I'm not finished writing the review of it, but bro, it's gonna be a good game. I need it to come out. But the fun thing, it was published by Shueisha, who also published the Dissolution Center thing that I played last year. So that's cool. So Shueisha has a bunch of games. I'm gonna have to see what else they have in their catalog because they got stuff like that, and then on top of this Bakudo game, maybe the other ones they got are pretty sick too. So that's what I'm doing.
I do remember this one. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. But yeah, what was the other things that we had in mind? Because I know Phil threw in something on the chat.
He did. You know, I just wanted to add this one real quick. Actually, you were talking about how like in contrast to like last year, you are running with this goal of like 100 games in the year, and I think I've kind of like taken like a deviated version of like your stance or your perspective of last year, where I've just kind of cornered myself with my Pokemon games now.
Oh, are you about to hold on? Are you about to dive into like all the Pokemon games you got and then some? Are you gonna get some more?
No, it's just like it's playing the old ones, kind of, except for Pokopia. So it's like kind of a deviation.
Oh.
But it's like me just sticking with those ones, but mainly because I am like the content creator who streams like these ones consistently, so the community knows like what I'm there for, you know, instead of like what I used to do, which was kind of like going from game to game within the same franchise, sure, but yeah,
yeah, no, I see you.
I'm not sure how that's going to evolve like throughout the month or the months or the years, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna say throwing your hat into like locking in on Pokemon content. It's not a bad idea. I feel like you're probably gonna have.
There's certainly a big audience for it.
Well, yeah, there's a big audience for it, and then like I guess the saturation might be a bit of a challenge, but that's just content in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not bad. You have a focus. You have like a focus. It's a through line to where people will be like able to find you. But that's I guess fair. It's just like the time, like the investment for it.
It does take a bit of time.
Wait, hold on. Have you ever done what's that thing called? A Nuzlocke? Have you done that?
I've done it, but it's
there was an attempt. There was
an attempt at a Nuzlocke that was like the worst game to do a Nuzlocke because it was like really easy until the very end. That's when it was like really bad. It was bad. It was BDSP Pokemon.
No.
That game's it's like notoriously really easy. Did you do one
with David for Moon?
Jeez,
oh yeah, I did one. Yeah, I totally forgot about that one. But BDSP was the most recent one. But we did one for Moon. There was a lot of changes there because it was just like the first Nuzlocke, and we were really unaware of it. But we did kind of finish it through. Albeit we did have to like really just change things. Otherwise, we would have went crazy if we really stuck to the rules and guidelines.
Okay.
Resultantly would have failed it.
Man, that was tough. Okay. But yeah, no, man. Doing Pokemon stuff is not an issue at all, player. Oh.
Yeah.
Did
you have something to add? Because I can go ahead and just jump straight into Phil's thing.
Hold on. Let's do a Phil's thing real quick. And then I think me and you have like a connection off of the next topic, which is gonna be NVIDIA. So
okay. Yeah, so
we talk about the thing with Phil.
Okay, so Phil brought this up to us. I was actually not too aware of it. I just saw it like here and there, but he was talking about NIS America. They do publishing, and they had a JRPG that they're releasing. It's called Starbites. You guys will have to do the research further just to see what that's like. But as far as like the pre-orders are concerned, they had like a Switch one, they had a PlayStation 5 pre-order. Restaurant. Okay, yep. Space themed restaurant, but they had a Switch 2 one. It was going to be a game key card, so it's like, oh, yeah, okay, so and so, all right. They have just canceled all Switch 2 game key card pre-orders. So anything that they had going through, they canceled it for whatever reasons. Reportedly from Phil is because the numbers weren't even high, so they just up and stopped it, which is kind of bizarre. And I have like, obviously I've had my stance with game key cards, and Phil's kind of like has a slightly varying stance on it. I just don't want to appease that idea, whereas Phil's just surrendered himself to game key cards. And, you know, if you ask him about his card space on Switch 2 already, it's kind of already filled. But yeah, it's just a bizarre choice regardless of like your stance, because anyone who's tried to pre-order the physical version of Starbites just doesn't have that for Switch 2, you know. And yeah, you can get it for Switch 1, but you don't have like the Switch 2 edition, so that's already like taken away from like that person's choice and what they want. So understandably, I get where like Phil's coming from, and I guess like from my stance, it's a slightly better outcome because we're saying no to like game key cards as far as like sales on those. So maybe you could tell something to Nintendo on their side, but also to do this in the midst of the pre-order situation, I think that's not a good call.
Yeah, that is dumb. It's very weird and a bold choice to do. But I mean, what the heck was the number they were hoping for in terms of like pre-orders?
Maybe just enough
I don't get
to
that.
suffice for even game key cards production, which is really weird.
Hold on. Let me. Okay. Let me think. Okay, hold on.
Also, just let anybody know if anyone watches this in live and you see, you know, animations kind of cut off with Aniyah, I think we just don't have like a really good connection where like video feed versus audio feed. It's just for this week, I guess.
This week. Watch it happen next week.
Don't put the energy out there.
The energy's already been there. It just chooses when to mess with us.
It's like, well, you said it's gonna come true.
It's like it's only me and Justin. Like sometimes I'm over trying to guess, and I'm like,
but we didn't have it last week or the week before. It's kind of happening now, so just be mindful of it, everybody, and it'll be okay.
I hate it, but what was I trying to say? So they decided to do. I'm looking at this limited edition. Like, wow, that's first of all a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to. Am I missing something? Wait, I have. No, I have. Do I have a game? Because I was like, there's got to be a compromise for these silly dudes.
Silly dudes.
Is there a compromise, right? This happened when I was playing the Red Lantern, Switch 1, right? But when I put it on my Switch 2, a lot of things were able to run effectively better because the Switch 2 is just able to push out more, like, I guess,
juice
or power. Yeah, more juice. And then I'm just like, okay, this game runs way better than I had it on my Switch 1. Now, could I just make like a educated guess and say that maybe this one will do the same as well? Even though it's the Switch 1 version of this game, will there be any crazy hiccups, like as opposed to having like the console kind of force it to perform better? Because I'm just thinking, they had pre-orders, wasn't enough, but they're splitting between both generations, not recognizing that. I think we still have an issue of people even having a lot of Switch 2s, right? I'm just trying to think, like, y'all, that was a weird choice. Cause like was the key card or whatever, did it have this? Was it a limited edition as well, but just for Switch 2?
I'm not sure about limited edition. I think I'm just assuming base version, like a case with a game card, key card, or whatever.
Because, like, matter of fact, now that I think about it, even oh my god,
although NIS does do a lot of like deluxe editions.
Yeah, they have deluxe editions. Yeah, they have deluxe editions as well, like deluxe and limited for both PS5 and Switch 1. So they decided to split for both of those versions, right? I was just trying to think of like, bro, maybe y'all should have just chilled and now you wasted like people's like investment on a pre-order.
I'm actually trying to look it up right now, and
yeah,
you know, I don't even see a Switch 2 pre-order thing available, which I think that's what Phil's trying to talk about. But
no, yeah, like on the site, it's saying it's been canceled. Like the Switch 2 version has been canceled.
I couldn't find that actually.
But like they had it. Like they had this in mind. So am I to assume that they had both a deluxe and a limited edition for the Switch 2 edition? Like that's what I'm thinking. Which, bro, you should have just waited. Because I mean, like, maybe it's just me just having a bold assumption as to why like the game key card, right? It's already kind of contentious for people who want to have this stuff physically. Y'all, Steam. Oh, anyway, they could have just did a safer bet and focused on these two editions, and then like maybe further down the line. Because I mean, at this point, if it's already a risk, like to throw your hat in on the Switch 2 edition physically, because you can still get this game, right? You can still get this game on download, right? Wait, can you not? Wait, I just thought about that.
What was the question?
For Starbites Switch 2 edition, like, is it like download and a physical that are just gone? Because now that I think about it, I'm not seeing. Let me find it.
As far as like a
pre-order
physical limited edition, yeah, I finally found it. But what they've literally said on their online store says that the limited edition set for Starbites Nintendo Switch 2 has been canceled. We recommend the Nintendo Switch limited edition, as in Switch 1, as an alternative for customers who would still like to purchase a physical copy.
Okay, so physical copy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible?
Is it possible?
Is it possible to do it? No. Cause wait, am I? Maybe I'm. Let me know. Am I tripping on like? Isn't there a game on the Switch 2 or like the Switch 2 edition of games? Like, if I have a physical copy from like Switch 1, would it just be like a couple of bucks to upgrade it? Did that not happen to a game, or am I just dumb?
You're right.
Did that not happen?
It is indeed happened. So to kind of give you the full clarification, you have the first party of Nintendo games that have Switch 2 like updates to it as just free downloads. You don't have to worry about it. In fact, they don't have the physical like copied to, you know, sell. And then you actually have like the Switch 2 edition branded ones where it's like, oh, it's like 10, 5, 15 bucks to get the upgrades there. Those are the ones where Phil picks double dips. Phil double dips for those games because he wants all in cart, but he also is collecting Switch 1 game cards, so that's why he's just doing that. And then you have third party. Third party is just kind of like whatever they want to do, whether it be like a game key card all in the card itself, or it's just like a free digital upgrade a la Hollow Knight 1, getting a Switch 2 edition that's completely free, Switch 2 edition. And same with Silk Song.
I was like, that's what happened with what's his face, right? Breath of the Wild, where it had a Switch 2 edition.
Yeah.
But were you able to upgrade your Switch 1 copy to Switch 2?
Yeah. So if you're thinking maybe this is what they're
like,
maybe it could be one of those, because like when I look at the pricing between Switch 2 and Switch 1, even though it says it's sold out, they keep the price the same. So maybe it's one of those things where they want a physical copy, but if you want to upgrade to the Switch 2 like edition, it's going to be free on them. Maybe that's what they want to do.
Man,
but
it's smoking.
But they would otherwise give you like a Switch 2, albeit it'd still be like a game key card in that case. You would have been able to like buy that one yourself, but since it's like, backwards compatible, then I guess they could have just went with Switch 1 and just given it like a free thing. But it's still really odd.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, it is reasonable to have a Switch 2 like effectively focused cartridge, which is game key card, or if they had like the disc or the game on the full cartridge, that is more appropriate because it's more like accustomed for this console. Is made for that console. But y'all done made this stupid decision to try to go for all three because not everybody has a Switch 2, I'm assuming, or like not enough people who have a Switch 2 know about this or something. So I don't know. Like, it's just the odd choice, man. Like, how would you not factor that? Who's your data analyst? Like, what's happening? Like, I don't understand why they would just let that stuff just slip by, and they're like, "Whoops, my bad." Matter of fact, now I think they're taking a big L in terms of like whatever they invested into it. No.
Well, if it's like an open-ended like pre-order thing, then maybe that's like them figuring out exactly the quantities of like how much they want to do this, but maybe the cost of like production of like getting the game key cards and then, you know, working in the background to put those like identifiable cards and keys like into those cartridges, maybe that wasn't worth the number that they were seeing as far as Switch 2, because they'd have to separate the two. So Switch
That might
1,
be
Switch
right.
2. That might be the case
Yeah,
where it's
okay.
like, yeah, this is just like this costs us a little too much here. Like, can we figure something out that makes it better? And every company is different in how they want to do it. In this case, NIS decides that like this is kind of a smaller thing. Starbites is kind of like a new like IP from them, so maybe they just have to
Yeah,
cut
that
some
makes sense.
corners. Maybe.
Got you. Because I was thinking like maybe that's what it is. In terms of like the actual process of pre-orders, they're just looking at it from a numbers thing, and then maybe the production begins in a different way than I'm expecting. Like to be honest, that might even be how what's his face operates, right? Like maybe limited run has like a production amount, think, or like they make a deal to make X amount of numbers, and then hopefully the pre-orders match it. I don't know actually. So I'll hold judgment. All I know is that that's kind of weak.
It's weird. I think we'll just have to wait and see what they want to do going forward because, you know, I talked about that other story about another game. I think that was also NIS. Probably not. No, it was like in games, I believe. They with their R-type dimensions, I think, where they actually did the physical like pre-order instead of game key card, if that makes sense. Full game and cartridge pre-order over game key card. Because I was like, that was them figuring it out. Like, oh, actually, you know what? Turns out, Switch 2 is gonna have different size cards now going forward. But they were also like, they weren't supposed to say that officially. But this is after the fact, so I don't know what they're doing here. So I guess time will tell.
Man.
But appreciate the input, Phil, on that.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. Oh, you know, I almost forgot. I'm supposed to be getting my Mio Memories in Orbit
Pre-order?
collection. Yeah, it's supposed to be showing up like April.
Yeah,
cause I pre-ordered it, but of course it won't take the money out until it ships, and that should happen in April. So
very nice.
But knowing me,
gentlemen, my wife is on the way. I'm gonna have to take my leave to go to dinner.
DLSS 5, real like quick. What do you think?
What do I think about
what's just been going on with DLSS 5?
I'm not too familiar on it, but with the AI thing, I can understand everyone's want to be cautious about it because AI is becoming a problem. But depending on the severity, because I'm not familiar with the severity of the DLSS 5. If it's over using AI, then I can see there being a problem. But like I said, for me, it just really depends on the severity on the usage of AI with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Yes.
Enjoy.
All right, guys. I gotta go. Catch you later.
Take care.
Enjoy your dinner, Mark.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye, chat, Mark.
So, bro.
Sir Pete. Okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find.
I'm gonna say something really right.
Hold on. I gotta. Since we're getting ready to talk about the DLS whatever crap 5, I need to find something.
You gotta find something. I found you. Miss you.
Okay, here. So here's what I've been thinking. Oh wow, that's from 2 years ago.
Here's what I've been rocking everywhere. What?
Here's the thing that was going on with Nvidia, right? Do I have it up? I think I got rid of it. There was that thing, the Nvidia CEO, right?
Yeah. Oh, are you bring up the response? Oh, this is gonna be. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I think we're all gonna take a quick opportunity to stand up and just stretch a little bit because we're gonna be locked in here, leaned forward.
Okay, let's see. Because I really want to know. He said the internet immediately reacted very poorly. That is funny. Okay, so
interesting.
Nvidia and everybody mama doing this whole thing about like investing into AI This is why everything's expensive. You cannot get a PC build because everybody wants to make
Because
AI
the RAM.
memes.
That's it.
Yep, everybody wants to jack up the prices for all this hoo-ha. But with NVIDIA's recent thing, yeah, it's buns. It's super buns. So what is this? Kotaku Lewis Parker. Yes, I'm outing the author. But then also NVIDIA CEO's defense of DLSS 5 gets contradicted by one of his employees. Now this I didn't even know. So that's super interesting. Because yeah, everybody hated it. Is it Jensen Huang? Is that how you say that? Yeah, he rejected that. I mean, yeah, he rejected it at a live event, saying that everybody's completely wrong and DLSS 5 isn't actually post-processing at frame level. That would suggest a finer degree of nuance and control than the alleged slop filter that is modifying the final 2D image based on broad internet training data. Okay, here, let me throw my 2 cents.
Okay.
Trash. But also, it's like, bro, what I've been trying to see is there's a way for all these to work out, right? It got worse. Actually, I didn't like it when I saw just the NVIDIA's video. When I saw like what Max and a few other people like point out all the errors within it as well, it got even worse. Because my thing was this was a dumb coat of paint. Nobody asked for this kind of like style of AI filters or whatever the heck. So much so, like, imagine what would DLSS 5 look like on a game like Kingdom Hearts? Atrocious.
It's like I don't know how that even.
How like you imagine everybody just was people mogging? Is that the term? Like everybody face mogging, whatever the heck it is. Like all these, like God, look at Grace. Like I'm just thinking, like with all the things you could be doing with AI in terms of like heightening what the game is already giving you, this ain't it. Because when I was watching it, they jacked up all the things that make sense from a lighting perspective, and just like they added brightness. So like, wow, dude, that's crazy. And then also just understanding like some of the character models that they're adding onto, like none of that stuff is consistent with what I'm looking at. Grace didn't like the same person. Who's that?
Who's that?
Who's that? Shirley Theron? Like, I don't want to see that. I'm not looking for that. But like, the lighting and stuff didn't make sense. It's like their idea, like this weird uniform look that they're going for, that just kind of takes away from whatever like out of the norm that people put into their game, which is one thing I hate. Right? There's like this thing where people miss the idea of like of AI and what it could do. Like the purpose of what people are doing from like a creative standpoint is not just to make an end product for video games. It's still like like a creative input that people want to have. So my thing would be, there's probably going to be a couple of mistakes. Like now that I think about it, the artistic vision that people want to keep in, that's probably going to be something that ends up making the game like stand out. Would you want to put this kind of dumb thing on like Lethal Company? No. The goofy antics of what we look at with Lethal Company and some of the stuff that goes on with it is what makes it have its personality. Like there's an intent behind it. Like the intent that's why they're always focusing on games that have like an angle of high fidelity. So like games that have like character models of people acting out, or like stuff like God of War, Resident Evil. Well, I think Hogwarts Legacy was one of the other things inside of it. Starfield. What's that game? Starfield. Yeah, the Starfield was one of them. I'm like, but now you just take everything that makes sense from like the modeling of like
a person.
Yeah, the modeling of the person, like the saturation and color, like is literally an Instagram filter. Like that's all it is. And that's not something that I would. Ooh, hold on. I got angry. Isn't it like there's like a demand with the chip or something that's actually crazier? Like it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
I think. Like I think
if we're talking about like the video, like I think there's just the one video, Digital Foundry, talking about, you know, they had B-roll in theirs. It looked like they were just getting more hands-on to on the tech itself, and it was running like two 5090s graphics cards one of them was actually running the DLSS 5, from what I understand, and then the other one was actually for the game. So as far as like the resources, that seems like old. That's asking a little bit too much, considering how much like one of those is. So there's that component into that. I actually want to.
It's saying,
oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I took like a little search of it, where it was saying it's an initial like dual GPU setup.
Yeah.
But of course, they're trying to like make it all on single at some point.
Right.
Yeah, it's cool and all, whatever, right? But like, I mean, dog, because yeah, it says to infuse photoreal lighting and materials. Like, none of that stuff is gonna make sense for what I'm expecting a game to have already, which is just like consistent interactions with every model and everything it has to add in that game. For me to just try to do this nonsense to where I just want everybody to be a Vogue magazine model or like for like the saturation to be higher, it's like it's not worth it. And plus, like yeah, it's really just for like those high fidelity games, right? Like they're trying to cater to those people. Like I know that look, I know that
sure about that either.
Games are like, yeah, but that's what I'm trying to understand that though, right? Like, what's the point then? I understand that like people, it's a cool thing to have like hyper, like it's things that look close to realism as possible in video games. Like that's cool. Like it shows like a technological feat, which is nice to look at. Like even looking at what's his face? Resident Evil 9 looks great, but they also have this thing where they recognize it's still a game. Like there's things in designs that make it understand, like make the player understand. Like I was watching again, Max and them. I was watching Max like point out some of the like the direction in terms of like even the red lighting from certain cars and stuff, like even some of the reflections or all that other nonsense that goes into it. Like that's already fine, but then it also helps like guide you in certain ways for a game. Like there was always like this box next to a car with a red light because that like directs you to go a certain direction. Like it's a game first. I don't care that we got Abercrombie and Fitch, Leon Kennedy. That's not what I'm looking for. Like that's not something that like needs to take precedent over like the function of the game. Cause like dog, like hold on. Did I even get to a part where he contradicted itself? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, you can
Oh, we're hitting a bad signal here.
Oh my god!
You said there was a, and I lost you.
I was trying.
Actually, and I stopped getting connections for you when you said I'm Aniyah.
Yeah, you just been guessing it.
I was just kind of willing. I was just using my AI filter to figure out what you were trying to say. I was using some language models to predict your next move.
I hate this, bro. You know what? If I get to a point where AI can predict what I'm saying, I'm gonna be pissed. I swear to God, I don't like these language models. All these people suck. Anyway, all right, let's. You had something to say before I started branching out like some of the design they were going off of.
Oh, okay. Right. So pretty much you've said a lot of it, but there's a major issue in the fact that one, it's not just trying to like advance like lighting and reflections and stuff like that. It's actually just adding things that weren't even there to begin with. Like we see grays, for example, and we see like extra like markings on their face. The cheekbones are like much more defined. You could argue that's 3-point lighting when there's not supposed to be 3-point lighting. That's an actual scene. But also like when you look at her, like her lips are like much fuller, and you don't change that with lighting. That was just AI putting something there. So it's like that's not Grace anymore. The path tracing that Max has like mentioned makes it much more aware, where if you look at that entire scene, for example, you see the shop on the right hand side with all the yellow lighting, which also like casts itself onto like the objects like right outside. But when you put that DLSS filter on, it's just gone. You don't see the lighting on that anymore. And it's just kind of like where is the source lighting from anywhere? In fact, I don't even see the fog that's supposed to set the scene.
Dustin, It's a different day. It takes the tone and everything. What's wrong with them? Oh boy.
So it's like, yeah, it completely takes away from like the artist's intent, the art direction of like the entire scene. And you know, it was, I think it was like Mighty Keefer made like a skit on that where it's like they even did Starfield. I mean, Starfield needs some help, but not like this.
That's tragic. I'm thinking there's a y'all gotta watch this. You gotta watch Max's video about it. I think is it just like his crash out? I forgot what he called it. But like in terms of like his rant, I think it was like the AI rant or something. Look, I'm a huge sucker for artistic anything. Like most of the time that stems from an attempt to kind of put something creative out there, right? But whether people accept it or not, like that's a lot of like people's day to day, whether it's from like a marketing thing, whether it's from like something you get from like you're I don't know, watching shows, like depending on what's in front of you, there's always like this creative direction like put inside of it. So when I'm looking at this effort, like what did he call it? I forgot what he called it. It was something. I just think I think another term would be stolen valor, because it's kind of like you think you have something because of what this quote unquote finished product looks like the end result. Like I saw somebody, oh man, if I could, I wish I could just yoink it out my phone screen and just blow it up. I don't know. I just want to get rid of it. I saw somebody hype up a prompt. I don't know what the prompt would have been, but they typed it to where like it looks like this person in a robot suit was going around fighting and doing all these quote unquote Marvel style like attacks. Bro, it looks so garbage. It's so garbage. Like, but because like it's enough polish to where it can make you think it looks good, you miss out on every other consistency that makes something more special if you would have made it yourself. I'm just like, you want to just get like brownie points for quote unquote making something like a video or a movie or a scene, and you didn't do the time, you didn't put the effort into it.
Yeah.
Some stolen valor, honestly, dog. So with the idea of what this DLSS 5 thing is, which is to kind of like clean up any of the models and kind of make it more aesthetically like pleasing as well, that would take time in that department of where you're doing this at, rather than just some dumb filter, because you would probably have to do a lot, I would assume, if you want to make it like you want to clean up the model a little bit, make sure like keeps it consistently going when you're playing the game. I don't want Grace looking like that. She already looks good. Like what? What? Everybody looks great. Like why? Like why? Like, and then also I know that like Capcom kind of has a usual thing based off of how they make stuff. So like, why would I want to change a part of like Capcom's like identity with that or its investment? Speaking of that, I think was it great? I think Capcom didn't even really know
this was gonna happen
until we saw it. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
they were like
they were
great.
They were shell shocked as we were. They were like, this is not we.
Bro, man, like yeah, like hold on, where's it at? It said they yeah, they told Insider Gaming that the announcement and the publisher's involvement were particularly shocked. What's that? Yeah, this is a Insider Gaming. Look at this. Ew. Man, oh,
here we go. Your energy is your cursed energy and I is impacting the connection.
I look, bro, if I had a cursed domain, I don't know what it would look like. All I know is that it'll just be a lot of paintbrushes. I'd be pissed. But anyway, no, hold on. Okay, so I get distracted. Did you know that Meta's stupid little VR thing is down? Metaverse or whatever?
Real? Oh, what for? Is it correlating to this?
Because it sucks. But I was just trying to add into like stuff that's like such an overblown, like expensive investment. Like, bro, I don't know how many people are gonna wait on like this AI bubble to burst. Because like the metaverse thing made me think about it. Because I'm just thinking, who asked for that? Who in the right mind asked for that? Because you know what? Where's it at? This is what I was trying to find. okay, the difference of generative AI and then what we would have been cool with as far as like AI and gaming, as far as like whatever the heck is going on, it's this thing called I just gotta look because this might, some of this stuff might be a little bit of a snake oil thing, because I'm trying to find like a good example of this. So when there's a what's it called, the upscaling, right? Say if you got a game that probably has like maybe there was a game that peaked at 720, maybe like an Xbox 360 game or something, I don't know. And then you want to have upscaling to where it could reach it to like a bigger TV that you might have that goes up to 4K, but you want to have it go to 2K. I don't know. Like generative upscaling or AI upscaling, because generative is what we saw with DLSS 5, where it's just making up what it thinks the image should be with a fresh coat of paint. Now, from what I understand, right, because I'm still learning this stuff, all I know is if it's less AI, I would be cool. But if there's a way to make AI more like to synchronize with everything to like a point where it's not like getting rid of what we want, then I'm fine with that. Because look, AI is not going anywhere. We just need to find like a good middle ground for everybody not to be annoyed. But at the same time, I don't want people getting like this dumb ego from generative AI thinking like, wow, maybe, you know what? Maybe I can make my own Legend of Zelda game if I just type in a prompt. No, you can't. No. Your mom's lying to you. All right. Cut that out. Like, I don't know who told you that because it's dumb. But like,
you just made Legend of Zelda. That's what you did.
Because I'm trying to think like, when I saw that video of that person, like, why isn't Nintendo making this? And it's like this dumb, overblown looking, running down the hill version of Link.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is this video, dog? You hold on. Here's another thing, just to throw this out here.
Okay.
There's uncreative people thinking they're creative. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. Like, what's his name? The guy, the CEO of NVIDIA? No. For him to say that we're wrong shows me how much of a capacity you have for an artistic direction. It is in the garbage, bro. Because you cannot look at this and be like, yeah, why would you? You're wrong. Like, no. What's that mess? What's that one guy who's like, you guys don't have phones? Like, somebody said that's the same thing that this guy is doing. Like that. I think it was it Diablo? Where the guy was like, well, you guys don't like phones or some crap like that. And I'm just like, y'all out of touch with some of the stuff you guys are aiming to do. If you like, hold on, where's it at? God, I'm so mad. Yeah, he's saying everybody's wrong and the DLSS 5 isn't actually a post-processing at a frame. Okay, yeah. That stupid. Like you're stop. And sure, what? Slapping a yeah. What? A lot of look, man, I wish people were more honest with where they are in terms of like the capabilities of what they're able to do. Like, it's cool not being able to draw. I hope you understand that. It's cool not being able to program things. You don't have it. It's okay. Some people can't talk in front of a crowd. Like that's fine. You can also learn if you really want to do that. It just feels like nobody really wants to learn. They just want to throw all this money at stuff that quote unquote works. But the only reason it works is because it's such a high barrier to entry for y'all to get the picture. Like, the fact that there's already so much investment into it, it's not so much that like it works. It's more of it has to work because they invest in all this stuff into it. But now it kind of just feels like everybody's waiting for the AI bubble to burst. What? It's stupid. And I'm just like, man, okay, what's the new thing? What's that one thing? Because there's Sora, ChatGPT, Gemini. There's another one. I think it started with an S. As far as like one of these AI companies. But like, bro, I'm gonna look more into like AI upscaling, because I just need to know. I need to see them more as far as like proper examples as to what can work. Because we don't. That doesn't look like a. I'm looking at these videos right now. This doesn't look like a whatever the heck DLSS 5 did. Which is like, that's fine. Oh, I'm angry. But like, that could kind of work. If you want to do that for people who have like bigger monitors or monitors that are capable of going to like 8K or whatever, which is crazy. But like, if it's capable, then yeah, we'll see how we can make it work. But to supplement like creativity, I'm getting angry. So I just hate it all. So I'll probably look more into it. I want to see how to stand that stuff out. But outside of this stuff, there's so many other like functional uses for AI. And yet I keep seeing stupid Studio Ghibli freaking, here's what Bakugo would have looked like in the DBZ universe. Peter Griffin, like it's just a bunch of, I don't know. I really don't understand it. So
you know, it's something resonated with me, Aniyah. You're talking about like it's okay to be kind of garbage and stuff. So in respect to that, I drew what I thought would be an illustration of DLSS 5 off versus on for actually that's really hard for you to see. Sorry guys, that's a little too bright.
You would draw this whole have to draw this whole time.
So this is what I have here. See, you got DLSS off and the DLSS on. You see like the added lip there. We put a little bit more definition to his cleft chin there.
Bro. Okay. I thought you gave him like a goatee or like his booty chin. Oh no.
I think I gave him Pringles lips, actually.
Pringles lips is crazy. Oh
yes,
I'm just like, man,
daddy's indeed home.
It's a work, man. It's a work trying to let people know that it's okay. There's like a lane, bro. Or like, if you want to go in that lane, you got to do the work. It's nothing wrong with doing the work. Like the bigger thing that I get from like all the AI stuff is that like you skip the process. Like you get to skip the process. That's how they see it. But I'm like, man, you know what it is? You are quote unquote skipping the process, but you're taking everybody else's process with that. In terms of the goal. Like, bro, stolen valor. Like, man, y'all don't miss me with that nonsense. But
it's like,
I mean, at this point,
God, it's really taking credit for something you didn't actually do.
It's annoying.
It makes sense when you want to make generative just to like illustrate a point that you want to just share maybe privately with somebody, or just something fun. But
yeah, I was like, the memery, you can do a bunch of memes and that's whatever, right? But I wouldn't take this into a serious account for like something in a creative direction. I think I've had this idea since I started seeing it more a couple of years ago. It's just like you could probably use AI for like, I don't know, concept thoughts. I don't know. Like it will like poop out an idea. You'll take that and then clean it up with your artistic direction. That's why I tried to think that would work. But most of the time it seems like people just use it as a whole compensation, like the whole mechanism to make the art. I'm trying to remember, what's the name? Is it C-Dance?
C-Dance.
I'm thinking of. That's the one that kind of seems like it's been going the craziest. Like that and Sora. In terms of like generative AI.
Maybe. Let me just double check on that. C-Dance.
Yeah, C-Dance. Yeah, C-Dance. Yeah, if you look at this stuff, it's kind of crazy. Like you could kind of pass it off as like actual video. But I mean, if you look at stuff long enough, you kind of understand it to be
You're
AI.
like this, yeah. I get that feeling.
Yeah, you can understand it, but like just from like a passing glance, nah, this stuff is kind of crazy. But I'm just, man, you know what? I just like, it's like, what are you doing with all this? Like, I don't get it. I'm so angry. It's so dumb, dude. It's so dumb because I'm like, bro, God. Imagine somebody trying to make a game out of AI entirely. Wow.
They definitely done it already.
They made it you know what they should do? If somebody wants to do anything like that, they should never compensate for it. They should never get paid for that. I don't know if that's a crazy hot take. I don't think it is. Because if you're willing to take anything from like typing a prompt and trying to reap rewards from it, no. Especially if you don't put the time to make that craft. No. Because I you know what? Was it a game? I played a game that had AI generated content in it. It was called Digital Link. It was a video. It was a part of the video I made like a few months ago. Dog. I mean, it makes more sense the more I think about it now, because I felt like there would be something I would type in and it just didn't register right. And I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I did what you said was possible, but for whatever reason, it just didn't register. It'll register consistently on some other points, but then it'll find some random point to just mess up on. And I'm just like, y'all done really gave like a chunk of your function to AI generated like assets. Then it's like, good thing I played the demo because I wouldn't pay for that. Like you gotta make it free. You gotta make it free. Because if you're comfortable with trying to take all the available data that's online and like just amalgamate it into some nonsense for you to try to get some compensation, no, you don't deserve it. You really don't. Like, that's crazy. Matter of fact, it's crazy that would be an idea. Imagine somebody was just thinking like, I feel like making a really cool video game. And then it's just like, oh yeah, see this. And then they just try to, put it on Steam. No, you don't. No, you don't deserve credit. You don't get credit. Like, that mess is crazy to me. Oh, Jensen Huang. I think that's how you say his name. The CEO of NVIDIA.
You know, I was thinking about it a little bit more deeply about how, like, where does a generative AI content like fall within the space of just content and entertainment as a whole? Because if you were to like look further back, no one would have ever believed that YouTubers could overtake, modern like television or like movies and stuff like that. It's they're still separate, right? But one has definitely been influenced by another and vice versa. But the thing with generative AI, it gets really muddy when we talk about like compensation, like who gets paid for that exactly. That gets weird.
Not the prompt typer. No,
not the prompt typer.
Also, hold on. There was something that recently happened. I think there was a court ruling where it doesn't fall under. Right? Hold on.
I remember real quick on a side that someone actually tried to bring up an AI video as like evidence, and like the judge was not made aware of that. So she saw that for a second. She was like, "Wait a minute, stop! Is this? No, you're not gonna put this in the courtroom. You did not tell me this is what it was."
That's even crazy. I mean, like, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Am I surprised? No, but I am kind of like awestrucken. Like, I didn't think that would happen this soon. I would assume that people start using AI to forge evidence when we start looking like Blade Runner, but I guess we're not quite there yet. They just said forget it. But it says Supreme Court denies artificial intelligence authorship claim for artwork copyright. So yeah, if you prompt that mess, you can't own it. You can't be like, didn't me. D mine. Like, no, you can't. Like, no. Like, it's not anybody's at this point.
I'm ready. No, you ain't.
Yeah. I'm ready. Like, yeah, like matter of fact, wait. That's a good scene of like somebody he was trying to be SpongeBob. He's
Wait,
not SpongeBob.
here he is. That ain't SpongeBob. SpongeBob Square.
Dude, that wasn't him. That was crazy. But yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah, picture called a recent. What the heck? A computer scientist. Wait, a computer scientist? I'm angry. Anyway, but yeah. So I don't think they deserve it. Like, can my mind be changed on it? I don't think so. I don't know if I'm missing something here, but no, like this is trash. I don't want to draw. That's what I'm hearing.
I think, well, this can't be bottom line. This is like my thoughts about it. Like, with the use of AI is actually pretty helpful when it comes to like productivity by itself. But the moment that you give it like the entire steering wheel to like navigate the entire ship, that becomes the problem, because it might get you to your destination, but like you can't claim that you did all that, for one. And two, it like obviously like artist ownership, everything like that, artist ownership. I think when it comes to video games, it makes a lot of sense when we want to use it as a way to better our experience in the form of like utilizing, resolution stuff, because that would otherwise be taxing on like the hardware itself. But if we can offload that and allow that to just make it run smoother, I think that's great. But to completely change the image, that's weird. That's when we hit like a gray area slash like that's a hard line for us to cross on that front. Otherwise, productivity for us to work on things that are really important, like for what we're passionate about. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm trying to. I think it was Toei Animation, where they wanted to do like implement some stuff with AI, which I'm like,
yeah, that.
But I'm just like so annoyed, because in terms of productivity, I can imagine where it could help, but that only comes to like AI upscaling, and hey, like that one's probably like the more apt example I got, because I'm trying to think of something, because like could you imagine if we had AI during like the pain arc in Naruto?
Yeah. Oh man.
We probably want to get some of the funniest frames I've ever seen in anime. Like, it'll be crazy. My pain is greater than yours. It would look like, I don't know if they're trying to smooth them out. Like, I don't know. Like, you don't get that from AI, because AI tries to do something. There's a word I kept seeing. I say uniform, but homogeneous. That's the word. Where like they try to like get a cookie cutter and make everything shaped the same, and it's like that doesn't work.
Right.
It doesn't work for like anything to stand out and have like cool impacts on people, because imperfection usually breeds something creative anyway. So I'm like, why would you want to take that away? Crap. But yeah, AI totally tried to do that. I got mad and didn't read on it later, so it's been like a year or two since I saw that.
A year or two.
It's been a minute. Like I've been hating on this thing ever since I saw it, because I just hate when people act like they did something. Like, who's gonna be a difficult one to deal with is gonna be the one people who do music. Like an end result of music being generated from a computer is gonna be a little bit more annoying to deal with as opposed to an artist. Even though like with art, it seems like that, again, because remember, it's a learning model. So the more that people put out, the more that it's able to get, the better it will be able to like emulate that. Maybe, but sometimes you'll see like things that are just like a little bit too like buns, or like it's just odd. It sucks because you can be fooled by it. Like I think I got fooled by what's his face recently. because of Afro Man. Afro Man had a court case.
Okay.
Somebody did like this AI court sketch and looked pretty believable. But somebody noticed there was like some dude with like 3 hands. So I was like, oh wait, he wasn't in court and stuff. So that mess happens. So yeah, you can get fooled by it.
Mhm.
But my thing is, even if I am fooled by it, like I would like to at least support somebody who wants to do this stuff as a career or hobby. I don't know. Like if you like drawing, I'd like to support it, but it wouldn't just be something to gain for brownie points. Like people usually draw because it's 2 things. It's because they're good at it and or they're passionate about it. Like who
Mhm.
knows, you know? You ever have a doctor who's a jerk?
I mean,
you imagine Doctor Strange? He's like, you shouldn't have rode that bike down the hill. And you're just like, why am I taking this? Because he's the best doctor we got. Like you gotta deal with it
yeah,
sometimes.
it's like, I
depending on
mean,
what the
yeah,
condition is.
yeah, all right.
Yeah. Like this is somebody who probably might be good at something and they could roll with that. But like at least they're good at it, you know? Crazy.
I was
I
reminded
had something
of this wasn't really
Mhm.
part of like the conversation. Moreover, it was like getting fooled by AI. There was a video of like Neil deGrasse Tyson, and it was like him talking about things that you otherwise never say. And then until he declares at the very end of the video that this is all a deep fake video that you just watched, and it's like, oh,
Oh man. The message is pretty bad. Like I think when you get to a point of like or like you get the goal is to get attention, then you got it. But there's a video by Coffeezilla. I don't know why I forgot his name. But yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Coffeezilla.
Where he did something like AI too. I just didn't watch it yet, but I'm like, ooh, that's
Okay.
neat. But yeah, man, AI is annoying. We could be, you know what? My bad.
Okay. What do we want to talk about?
We could be giving AI all these resources to kind of help with, I don't know, medical advancement. You know, might be able to snip out something that might be an issue if you don't take care of it now, but maybe some of these AI models can learn that a little bit more. You know, maybe. But I think I want to see Michael Jordan do a dunk on the sun. Like I think that's something I want to see personally. I think that's worth my time. So you know what? We just got to roll with it and see when they'll get tired of stuff like that.
Maybe,
also, I got sent a video from I got sent a video from Gabe of this girl boxing in a gym, and I was just like, first of all, dang, she'll beat my ass. But then second, it wasn't real. So
oh, they got you.
It's just like it's just because like
It's rough. It's rough.
It's just like, bro, because I was like, what is this? There's like, because it's annoying because you'll notice it at some point where like she threw a punch and it didn't hit anything.
Oh, really?
But yeah,
I
heard contact. So I was like,
damn.
Stop it. But yeah.
It's rough. I did want to add into the last bit about the DLSS 5. It's really interesting that it's from NVIDIA, so it has to appeal to shareholders and everything like that. So that means it has to be like something that relates to the general public. So they applied the filter, if you will, to human-like characters only. And obviously, when we talk about like games in general, we're talking about like different art styles. So it'd get messed up with that. But also, would it try to get 3-point lighting for another crap's treasure on every character? Like that doesn't really work like that. What would a cartoon character look with that filter?
Would you just imagine putting that mess over like what's his face? Any Ninja Storm game, like any anime game, Arena Fighter. Like what would that actually do? Like if anything, because that game doesn't have that crazy amount of fidelity, you get dynamic animations and like those cinematic finishers or whatever in that game because that artistic style lends it to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is so obvious and yet these freaks up at the top,
Freaks.
and like I said, you look. If you're not creative, just hold that. Just hold that. Like
Just
hold
own it.
Like I don't know what else. Like just own that mess, bro. You couldn't direct traffic, and that's okay. I just need you to focus on balancing the checkbook. That's what all the big wigs do. You know what? If they notice that, like, oh wait, maybe something crazy is going on, maybe I'll just. That's what CEO is supposed to do. Maybe I'm tripping. I thought it stood for Chief Executive Officer, right? Let's executize some over there, right? Just don't do this. This is a dumb thing, right? So you should execute some reasoning and turn that mess off. Matter of fact, you know what they did? They started focusing on DLSS 4 again. So it's working.
Okay, yeah.
So like cut that out. Cut it out. Like I don't know, like cut it out.
To kind of put it full circle, we should be giving some major constructive criticism, maybe a little bit of heat here and there, but constructive criticism, and they'll listen. Surveys, please.
Oh man, sir, bro, they're gonna be so butthurt. Like I can't wait. If I was the dude,
I can't wait.
Like
he says.
If I was like the guy who's looking at all the surveys, I'd be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You're gonna react. I
like,
resign.
I feel like I'd be so bad just to have this thing just happen, because I'm like, why would y'all think this is cool? Who hyped you up? Who was the yes man in your corner telling you like, hey, do it? Like who told you?
The guy with more money.
I'm just,
your boss.
It's so annoying. If anything, I might get mad at it later, but I want to see if there's like any like paper trail, if you will, I guess. Like how much did they invest into this? I'm super curious.
Ooh. You usually see like millions, if not like $1 billion towards something, and you're like, oh, that's rough. Like I was looking at the news for the metaverse, and it was like that was like, did it say 80 billion for something on that? Yeah, after 80 billion, the metaverse is dead. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm telling you, isn't that a crazy number? You know,
that's multi-generational money, wealth,
bro. The guy, friggin' the CEO of NVIDIA, his net worth. You know what his is?
Some billion. Yeah.
Some billion.
Yeah. Like maybe 52. 100.
150 billion, basically, if you round it to the nearest one, because it's 149.7.
Oh wow.
This man kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, but other than that, it's just like. Oh, also, you know, hold on.
He might have some good virtues elsewhere.
I'm getting so mad. Yeah, I'm getting so mad. I remember he was like, "I pay more if I need to." Yeah, I mean, I bet you could, but also, just like, I'm sick of net worths. I'm not gonna lie, because you know what I understand when it comes to net worths. That just shows me like I think you're total. Like you're total. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm stupid. I'm still trying to learn. When I hear net worth of all these rich folks, I hear net, right? I don't think gross. So I'm thinking, is this after taxes? And is that something you got in your wallet on an average Tuesday? Because if it is, I'm going to hate you even more. But I don't know if that's correct.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I don't think that's correct.
So like a net worth is just like a collective. It's not all the sum of money like in your bank. It's all the assets you own, everything that you own, from the consoles that you have, the car that you have, the house that you may or may not own. Actually, no, you have to own it. Otherwise, it isn't.
Okay.
Investments, like how much money you have in the stock market, which obviously can be volatile. So like net worth stuff. Just be careful on Aniyah, though, because you don't get the money if you become adverse to the money, you know?
You know, right? Yeah. I don't want to be scared of money. I want the money. But like, here's my thing about the money. If that's what I understand net worth to be, what is this freak's salary?
Kind of high up there.
I need to know. Because rich people move funny. But like,
they move
not only do I already got I got beef with rich people, but also I got beef
I
with
hate rich people.
Like, man, dude, martial law has never been more relatable, bro. It's crazy. But I'm like, I got beef with rich people who act like they know something. That's the worst part. I don't want no freak who just thinks that this right here, because this works, means everything you do works. Because it doesn't. Case in point, DLSS 5. Stop smoking crack. Like, I don't know what else you got to do in order to get this stuff together. But
listen, I
saying,
like, you know, those are two different courts. I don't question like what you have to do to get that money. I'll respect anyone's hustle in that regard, but everyone has a different viewpoint on whatever subject matter. That's my stance.
I can roll with it, yeah.
Don't send anybody after me.
People. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I have no enemies.
Yeah, right. No ops, please.
No ops, please.
Good Lord. But yeah,
Santa, this year I wish for no ops.
Okay.
Anyone in particular? Rich people. No, it's very valid.
You imagine just telling Santa I don't want ops this season. All right.
I'll be sure to tell Gabriel that.
Oh,
write down your like wish list, and Phil looks at it like, no ops for Christmas.
God, man, it's such a it's an uphill battle, but we'll work on it. We're working on it. We'll just have to wait. We'll keep telling them that it sucks. Man. On top of that, man, I think I'm good. My stance on this stuff is pretty clear now. I'll say it again if I have to, but other than that, we're good.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's everything, though.
Yeah, I'm spent.
Yeah, me too. It feels kind of bleak when you see it as a whole, because it could be like a whole like Windows 11 situation where, you know, you can hate Windows 11 all you want and just stick to Windows 10 up until a certain point in like October, where they stopped all the security updates with Windows 10. It becomes more of a liability to stay on the platform. Therefore, it further bridges you over to Windows 11. And, you know, if they're not careful about it, NVIDIA could force, you know, these types of updates to you, which you can either move on to AMD or whatever. But, you know, it's one of those things where they can easily like force your hand after a certain amount of time. And if it includes DLSS 5, then that would be a problem. So thankfully, they're kind of being reportedly receptive about this. So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks because one of the things that I guess I still have some conflict with, right? Where if we're holding back technology, yeah, right. Like we're technically holding back technology when we have beef with some of the newer things they're doing. But at the same time, there has to be a line of, if it's not like, don't fix what ain't broke. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix. Like I just, there's nothing really wrong with what we're able to do, but they can't have this idea of, because look, first of all, this thing's in front of me. There's a video of the CEO saying that, or at least the screenshot is saying AI future is limitless. Like you're already going into like some weird fantastical like idea of AI. You cannot tell me it's limitless. There's a limit on a lot of things, because I'll tell you right now, if somebody unplugs that data center, AI is pretty limited. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, there's something that will hinder it, and how much it actually draws away from other things we need. They just kind of ignore it until it's too late.
Yeah, so, well, there's some infrastructure that they are working towards. I'm pretty sure they're trying to look at different like energy alternatives, and you can kind of see the market move based off of that, where it's like there's a finite source of like energy, and you know, to power all these like, I forget, oh shoot, it's almost like I almost rehearsed it because I hear it so much when I look into AI, but just data centers, there we go, data centers that will power AI, but those need to be always running, so they consume a lot more energy. So there's investments towards that, so they are looking into that aspect of things, so they at least understand that like, if you conceptually you think of this as like limitless, but you need to find something that is equally limitless to power such a thing, a concept, if you will.
One of the things that they brought up was it being water, but I think they're probably gonna. But that's like contaminating water as well because they try to use it to cool it down. But
oh yeah, oh, I
on
see what
top
you mean.
of like on top of how they would even siphon water to where what is it? Try using like what seawater? You're gonna have to distill it and like filter out all the salts and all that stuff in it.
I was
Like,
thinking
you don't
like,
want that.
are you thinking like water wheel it? That'd be crazy.
Okay, hold on. That would be oh no. That's the most like like antique modern concept I've ever seen because
Like-
a water wheel.
Like
Yeah,
that
to
one
have that
episode
go off and
Pokemon,
cool it.
like way back when.
Well, I was thinking of the episode of Futurama where that robot, like, if she doesn't get her water wheel running, like she's done. So every time it runs out, she has to run into the ocean to pick it back up again.
Oh my
Pretty
god,
crazy.
that's kind of intense.
But I would just try to assume that there isn't like we're not saying that there isn't a place for AI to use. It's just the worst people are at the helm to drive it somewhere. So like now we gotta
Maybe, yeah.
hold off on that. Cause yeah, bro, it's like it's not so much the tool, it's the user. So you know,
Mm-hmm.
we just gotta see how this goes. But I just hate how these people are so like creatively barren. Like I don't want to like shut up.
Baron.
Like shut up, Jensen. Like I'm not trying to hear your creative input. There's not much. But also, it's fine. It's fine. We just gotta wait. Cause I'm writing scripts on video games. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'll be doing with my time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Other
Okay.
than that, because you know it's even funnier. Because again, AI is everywhere. I played the game. I don't know if you remember it, bro. It's called Replaced. I don't know if you remember that game.
I think I've heard.
Maybe if you
Was
see, like,
something
a preview of
Sephi's played before, or was it something else?
No, that'd be crazy. But did she play?
Place.
It was when
It was something
I don't know
else,
if
I
you
think.
remember. We watched it at 2021, the 2021 E3 Xbox showcase. Because I remember that game.
That's
It's been
very
years.
specific.
Yep.
I don't
And it
remember
never
this.
left my. Well, I can't. I don't want to lie. I forgot about it for a minute because it's been like 5 years essentially. But every time I see it, I'm like, brother. And it was on Steam, like because I wishlisted almost 2 years ago. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this game has been on my noggin and it's finally coming out pretty soon, right? But it focuses on AI.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was like, am I just never gonna escape it? But like in this game, you know, different concept, different relationship with AI.
different
and all that stuff.
story for it. Got it.
It is a fun game, but you know, everybody talking about AI. It's gonna be around. It's out of Pandora's box, whatever they call it. I don't know. We just gotta learn how to integrate it understandably. But oh boy, that's gonna be a problem.
All right. Okay. I think.
Let's talk about rich people.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think we're good now. Oh man. All right. If you have nothing else to add, I think we're good, and then we can go ahead and wrap up.
Yeah, I'm good.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in on this episode of DangIT Prodcast. It's been episode. Actually, what episode has it been? 583. My name is Justin.
I'm Aniyah.
And thanks for watching, everybody. #bar, everybody.